Come on, everybody. You are on the channel for English for Biology majors, which is brought to you by Tzu Chi University's Susan Ye. We hope after you learn this class, you will think biology is fun and to read biology book is piece of cake. Let's go, yay! Hello, everyone. Today we are going to proceed to lesson 11, but first we still need to review what we've learned last time. For abdomen, we have three prefixes: abdominal, abdomino, celo, celo, and celio, celio. For belly, we use ventral, ventro, or ventri, ventri. For navel, our belly button, we use omphalo, omphalo. For joint, we use arthro, arthro, or articulo, articulo. For knee, we use gono, gono, and shin and the leg, we use cruro, cruro. For foot, we use pedal, pedo, pedi, pedi, and podo, podo. For heel, we use calc. And for skin, we use four prefixes: qt, cuti, dermal, dermo, derma, derma, and dermato, dermato, and also one suffix, derm, derm. Now we'll learn lesson 11. In the first part, we will learn some prefix and suffix for circulatory systems. First, when we talk about organ, 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 we use the prefix organo, organo. And also, we can use the prefix organo to describe something that's organic. Our example is organogenesis. Organogenesis is the formation and the development of the organs of an organism from embryonic cells. Like from mesoderm, we can have cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and also some red blood cell and the tubule cell of the kidney, etc. One more example for organo is organophosphate. Organophosphate is just like this picture, and there's phosphorus, the element phosphorus in the middle of it. Organophosphate is the general name phosphorus of phosphoric acid. Many of the most important biochemicals are organophosphate, including DNA and RNA, as well as many of the cofactors essential for life. Organophosphates are the basis of many insecticides, herbicides, and nerve agents. The United States Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, lists organophosphate as very highly acutely toxic to bees, wildlife, and humans. And this is the basic structure of organophosphate. One example we give here, like glucose phosphate, this group can also be considered organophosphate. However, glucose 6-phosphate is not toxic at all, though, just like DNA and RNA is also not toxic. When we want to talk about tissue, we have two prefixes, histo, H-I-S-T-O, and histio, H-I-S-T-I-O. Our example for histo is histocyte. Histocyte is a macrophage derived from bone marrow found in connective tissue. Sometimes it's called dendritic cell. And histiocytosis is, in medicine, it means an excess of histocytes associated with various rare disease. Now, the cytosis means a condition with cell, and then there's a histio. So it's a histiocytosis means there's too much of histiocytes. Let's review. For tissue, we use histo, H-I-S-T-O, and histio, H-I-S-T-I-O, these two prefixes. For heart, we use one prefix, cardio, and our example is cardiology. Cardiology is the study of the structure, function, and the disorder of the heart. This is our heart, and all the study that related to our heart is called cardiology. For artery, we use one prefix, arterial, A-R-T-E-R-I-O. Our example is arterial capillary. Arterial capillary means something that's relating to the arteries and the capillaries. We finished talking about artery. Now we are going to talk about vein. Our vein, we use two prefixes, phlebo, P-H-L-E-B-O, and veno, V-E-N-O. And our example is, for phlebo, is phlebosclerosis. Phlebosclerosis is the fibrous hardening of the walls of the vein. When your vein has a lot of fibers on the wall, then it becomes kind of fragile and easy. When we try to get blood from it, sometimes it will just bleed a lot. And our example for VENO is venotomy. Venotomy is the surgical incision into a vein, and when we draw blood from our vein, we can also say it's venotomy. However, usually we would just say draw blood. Okay. Let's review. For vein, we have two prefixes, phlebo, P-H-L-E-B-O, veno, V-E-N-O. And when we talk about blood, we have four prefixes, hemo, H-E-M-O, hema, H-E-M-A, hemato, H-E-M-A-T-O, and sanguine, S-A-N-G-U-I-N. Our example for hemo is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is the iron-containing substance in red blood cell that transports oxygen from the lung to the rest of the body. This is a picture of the structure of hemoglobin. In this picture, there's 4 hemoglobin because usually they form tetramer. And there's 2 kinds of hemoglobin together to form a tetramer. We call the alpha and the beta. And each one, there's 2 for each one to form hemoglobin, which we call it a heterotetramer. Hetero, we haven't taught this word yet, but hetero means different. And then tetra, remember what we learned for the lesson 1? Tetra means 4. So tetramer means there's 4 of them together. Usually we wrote it as alpha, beta, and with parentheses 2. That means the complete structure of hemoglobin. Our example for HEMA is hematocytometer. This is a picture of hematocytometer. It's a device used to count the number of blood cells in a volume of blood. So this part is where we put our blood in there, and when we look at under the light microscope, we will see that it has many grids, and we just count usually we just count 2 to 3 grids in the hematocytometer. According to the folds of dilution, we can calculate back like how many blood cells this person has. However, nowadays we have machines to count the blood cell for us, so it is rarely seen a hematocytometer in a medical laboratory, but in research laboratory you can still see hematocytometer because people use it to count, like maybe do the tryptophan blue staining to see how many dead cells they have, or other kind of applications. Our example for hemato, H-E-M-A-T-O, is hematoid. Hematoid, the suffix O-I-D means similar, like bacterioid. Bacterioid means it is similar to bacteria, and hematoid means something that's resembling blood, like ketchup is hematoid. Our example for sanguine, S-A-N-G-U-I-N, is sanguiculus. Sanguiculus, what does sanguiculus mean? It means living in the blood, like the pathogen for malaria, the Plasmodium, it lives in the blood. So we can say that Plasmodium is sanguiculus. It's living in the blood. For blood, we have 4 prefixes. Hemo, H-E-M-O, hema, H-E-M-A, hemato, H-E-M-A-T-O, and sanguine, S-A-N-G-U-I-N. We have finished the first part of lesson 11. Let's review what we learned. For organ or organic, we use organo, O-R-G-A-N-O. For tissue, we have 2 prefixes, histo, H-I-S-T-O, or histio, H-I-S-T-I-O. For heart, we have 1 prefix, cardio, C-A-R-D-I-O. For artery, we have arterial, A-R-T-E-R-I-O. For vein, we have 2 prefixes, phlebo, P-H-L-E-B-O, and veno, V-E-N-O. For blood, we use 4 prefixes, hemo, H-E-M-O, hema, H-E-M-A, hemato, H-E-M-A-T-O, and sanguine, S-A-N-G-U-I-N. Now we finish all the prefixes and suffixes for the first part of lesson 11. Next time we will proceed to the last part of lesson 11. See ya! English for Biology Major is brought to you by TCU's English for Biology Major course team. If you have any questions, don't forget to visit our FB fans page. The website is here, and you can also scan the QR code to reach to our FB fans page. This course is sponsored by Centers for Faculty Development and Instructional Resources of TCU.